Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Can't sleep with no air. So air, no air. Think about me. No air, no air.
When I see man walking, run up behind and stop it. I'll be like, well, I can't blood or stop it. Where'd you got dough? Heard that you're shorted. Okay. 3 to the 2 to the 1. Hello, and welcome back to the Hold It Down podcast, episode 15.
Assalamu alaikum. On a namaste thing while we're saying salam alaikum. It's not good. It's not good, but it is what it is. What are you saying, brother?
I'm good. It's going to be a very short intro from me if you're asking me about my week. I have absolutely nothing to say. Do you have anything in your week?
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Well, hold up. I'll think of something.
no?
Yeah, no.
No. I actually wanted to speak about something because I don't know how to go about doing this. I've never actually been in this situation before, but I relate to it a lot because, as you guys may know, and you definitely know, I've done my fair share of drowning the last year in many ways. Drowning in pussy, drowning from drug abuse, alcohol abuse. I'm just gonna be very honest with you guys. It's been very tough, but I'm out of it, and it's like I don't even remember that side of me anymore. I'm slowly forgetting it, which is very, very. It's a very positive thing for me. But when you have a friend who's going through something similar, and you don't know how to help them, you're trying to be there for them, it seems to just not be working. I don't know how to go about doing that, bro. And it's hurting me. I feel helpless to the situation. I'll tell you something. I had a nightmare today. I took a little nap during the day. I had a fucking nightmare. It was like the first nightmare I've had in years. I don't have nightmares.
You are the nightmare.
I am the nightmare. So, when I woke up, I had this feeling of dread. Like something had gone terribly wrong. And I picked up my phone and I saw a message from my friend. And I called him back. It was probably the most intense thing a friend has ever said to me. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but there's pain and it feels like it's different. It feels like it's the end. I am dead scared to wake up any of these days and find out something horrible has happened. And I don't know how to deal with that. How do I help? What can I do? I've tried to be there. You've seen me in that state. You're probably the only person who's ever seen me in that state. I cried my eyes out to you, big man. You know? You saw me at my lowest. But I was able to frame it well. I was able to yank myself out of it. I don't know if he can.
Well, that's the key thing. What you just said is you were able to yank yourself out of it. And as much as you and I had conversations, and as much as I tried to be as helpful as I can be, you can't force that, bro. Like, nobody else can do that for you. You have to do that for yourself. I've been there. I've been low. Maybe not there. You know what I mean? But I've been near there. I've, like, just feeling that fucked up, that miserable. You know, I've never been that far gone, but I have felt that way. I feel like a lot of people have, and that's obviously not to discredit how you were feeling. That's not to discredit how your friends feeling or whatever, or anyone else out there. But in your scenario, for instance, as much as I tried to talk you through it and help you through it, if you didn't, as you said, yank yourself out of that, nobody else can force that, bro. You have to do that yourself. And that is something that I said to you at the time as well. I'm pretty sure I would have said to you at the time, because it's how I feel about the situation, and I know that that's how it is. I would have said to you at the time, I can't force you, bro. You have to do this yourself. Do you know what I mean? You can hold the person's hand as much as you can. You can be there for that person as much as you can, and you can go above and beyond to be that person, bro, who's there by their side and helps them. But ultimately, once you leave that person, you know, this ain't an asylum. They're not on flight watch or whatever it's called, flight risk or whatever the hell it is. You're not bedside 24/7.
They're a grown adult, you know?
Well, they are, but also, you know, this person's a friend of yours. You know, you don't live together. It's a whole different thing. As soon as you leave that person, they then go and live their lives outside of your friendship, right?
And it feels as if the second I'm gone,
every time could be the last time.
Yeah. It feels like that. It feels like it's doom, bro. Like, in every sense of the word. Like, me having a nightmare about it. I don't have nightmares, bro.
That's an interesting thing that I think we should talk about another time. I don't think I've ever had a nightmare, like a
Really?
nightmare. Yeah, which is crazy. But
That is kind of mad.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
anyway, there's only one thing I can do, and that is be there, right? Whenever I get a call, I go. Whenever I see or feel like somebody needs help, be present. But it doesn't feel enough. It doesn't feel like I'm doing enough. Like, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how to deal with this, bro. Like, and it's irking me a bit because, like, let's say, God forbid, touch wood, yeah, that something does happen. I feel like I will assign blame to myself in some way or another, which is completely, like, logically, it doesn't make sense.
At all.
At all.
I'm going to say at all because I know a bit more than what's being said right now. You know what I mean? I'm going to say at all. Yeah. There isn't anything that you can force, brother.
Yeah.
You have to be the best friend that you can be and be as helpful as you can be. And as you said, when that phone rings, you're there. But you can't force people to do things. I suppose my method of dealing with people when they're in that kind of scenario is to really go back to the basics and try and do the cliche kind of obvious stuff, I guess, which is, for me, it's always like, count your blessings. Like, come on, bro. Like, really put shit into perspective. Really put it into perspective and realize, is it that bad? That real talk.
And that's the thing. Bad? That's the thing. It isn't that bad. There are...
But
there are a million.
That bad is relative.
I know, but there are a million ways.
You can never be too harsh on people. You can never be too harsh on people because something that affects you in a certain way is not going to affect my man in a certain way. It's not going to affect me in a certain way.
I know.
People deal with it differently, right? So you have to find that balance of not being too harsh to that person and saying, oh, your shit don't matter because look at what's happening X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But then you need to softly give them that reality check of like, right, it's not that bad. And depending on the closeness of the friendship, you know what I'm saying? You and I, we went through that enough times for me to then basically slap you around the face and be like, fix the fuck up now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you with this person, could potentially do that.
It's like that level, bro.
You could
It
potentially
has
do
to
that.
be now. That's where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are certain, bro, you got to do whatever you can,
Yeah.
but you can never blame yourself if it don't work out. Because you can't control the mind of that person.
No.
Whatever demons are in there, whatever's going on in here, that's not in your control in the slightest. And to an extent, it's probably not in that person's control. They need to regain control
Yeah.
because they've lost that control.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all you can do is try and aid them towards that. But you can't force anything, bro.
I guess it's like the thing that saved me from it was my framing of the situation. It was taking your advice and actually thinking and pondering on it and counting my blessings, as you said, and realizing that the only thing I need to do in this moment, I don't need to fulfill anything else for anyone. I need to get better. I can't put pressure on myself to be something. I can't put pressure on myself to be a good friend or be a good boyfriend or do anything. I need to cut everything down. Me right now is number one and be selfish. That's what I did. And from there, it was a slow process. Like I said, building blocks, bro. Every day, do one thing you're proud of. One thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can go to bed and not feel like shit about yourself.
I used a lot of analogies when you and I had conversations. Some of them might sound stupid or not worded perfectly, but I think one of the things that I said to you when we were talking is you are currently running in the other direction in the tunnel.
Yeah.
You're running away from the light. You're not running toward it. All you need to do is turn around. And you don't even have to run towards the light. Because if you look at the light, and we spoke about it in the context that you're speaking about now, regarding who you're speaking about now, where there's this whole idea of that is all the way over there. How am I supposed to achieve that? You ain't got to worry about that, big man. You got to worry about today. You got to worry about the next step. If you focus on all the way over there, you're never going to reach there because it's going to be so daunting.
It feels like an impossible task.
It is an impossible task.
Yeah.
How are you sitting here today thinking about yourself over there? It's impossible, bro. You got to think about the next step and then the step after that and then the step after that. That's what you got to do, man. You have to think about the next fucking step, bro. You can't think about miles down the road. But, you know, if you're running in the wrong direction, you got to turn around, bro. You got to face the light, man. You got to do it for yourself. And if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for the people around you.
Yeah.
Do it for the people around you, bro, because there's this whole idea, right? There's this whole conversation about, oh, suicide is, and look, you know, we'll say the word as it is. Obviously, it's a sensitive subject, but people say suicide is one of the most selfish things you can do. And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I agree with that because I know where this can get to. I've been there, you've been there. You know what I'm saying? Dark times, difficult times, difficult thoughts to overcome. But I guess it is a bit selfish, bro. Especially if you've got people around you that rely on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or people who you are going to put through the same hurt that you're going through for a lifetime because you want to make it a bit easier for yourself and just forget all the darkness that you're in at the moment. Brother, embrace it.
It's an easy way out.
It's an easy way out.
In my opinion. Like, and...
But then again, it is a difficult conversation, bro, because you can never say that, bro. You never know how far someone has gone, how bad it is, bro.
I know.
You can't even get to the point where you can think about the fact that it's selfish, or you can't see beyond the pain and hurt that you're feeling, which is difficult in itself.
Do you want me to be completely candid? And I can't believe I'm saying this out loud.
Hold it down, bro.
I've had genuine thoughts to just give up on this person. Even I'm tired. I'm exhausted from it. I can't watch it anymore. It hurts, bro. My heart hurts, bro.
So your heart was black. Sorry, you gotta sprinkle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sprinkle a little bit.
Hey, shout out Big Zoo fan.
My brother. You gotta sprinkle a little bit, bro.
And that's what I think. That's what I feel guilty about. It's like, how could I? But then when I think about it, it's perfectly normal.
Of course it is, bro. Of course it is. Bro, look, everyone is as selfless as you are as a person. You are still more selfish than you are selfless.
Yeah.
Every individual. No matter how much good you do for other people, you still see yourself before anyone else. Is it going to benefit me? Is it not? Is it going to affect me? Is it not? That is at least the majority of people are that way inclined. The large majority of people are that way inclined. Where the selfishness is within you. It's programmed within you.
Yeah, I mean, you're made to survive.
Fight or flight, bro.
You're made to survive.
You are programmed in that way where it's like, yo, I need to protect myself. I need to take care of myself, bro. And if somebody else is dragging you down, and that is the difficult thing, bro. You struggled with that.
Yeah.
You struggled with that. People were dragging you down. No matter how many times I shouted at you, no matter how many times I fucking told you, bro, these people are bringing you down. You need to let go of these people. It took you 4, 5, 6 conversations and years.
Yeah.
To get to the point where you're like,
where I'm able to frame it in the way of, okay, these people genuinely are not good for me. In the state that I was back then, I want to preface that they weren't good for me because I had these self-destructive tendencies and I was very easily influenced, as I still am. And I'm worried about it every day.
You improve yourself, bro. This is the thing, right? So as you said, you wanted to preface the fact that back then, these people were not good for me. Now, you are going to concerts where you're able to have a sparkling water.
Yeah.
And, okay, cool. You said you have a little bit of the urge, but it's not what it was. You're not going to go down that path again. When you get to that position where you now know, oh, this ain't good for me, I am not doing this, you can then hang around with those people comfortably and be like, you do what you want to do, bro. But I ain't following you down that path. We can be here and we can have a good time and we can laugh and we can joke and we can have a conversation. But I'm not going down the path you're going down. And once I leave here, I'm not going to be going down that path either. Like, this is the way that I need to go. And that is in itself a bit selfish, but you're protecting yourself, bro. It's what's good for you.
If I get an inkling of that, by the way, of even like a little comment, like, you know what, you've been sober for a while, just have a drink, have a drink, it's fine. I'm shutting it down immediately, bro. I'm not having that shit no more.
If you ever turn, I will slap you,
bro. I'm not having it no more.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Like at some point, yeah. You saw that the man them saw what I was, what I turned into. What do you want me to turn into that again? Like, how dare you? I know this is selfish right now, me thinking about it like this, but that's where everybody who goes through this shit needs to go to. You need to put yourself first.
100%.
If anybody tries to mess with that right now, bro, I'm going schizo. Yeah. I'm already schizo. You know me.
I do.
Mad thing.
You are very schizo.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, look, selfishness and selflessness go hand in hand. You can't be selfless without being selfish.
One is the other, yeah.
You first need to get yourself to the position where you are able to be selfless. How do you do that? By being selfish. You improve yourself. You make yourself a better human being. Then you're able to help other people. You put yourself where you need to be. Then you can start helping other people.
Mm-hmm.
I got an interesting message at 5 a.m. this morning from a friend of mine saying, is this the number for something? Is this the toll number for like the mental health helpline? Somebody recommended I speak to you. Obviously, they would have seen the last episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, interesting, right?
Very interesting. Do you know who this person is?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's a friend of mine.
So they're going through something. They wanted to talk to somebody.
And I've had a bit of an inkling that this person has been not okay for a while. But we are literally oceans apart. This friend of mine is literally oceans apart. You know, we're not as in touch as we used to be. But I have a deep care for this person, and I've had a sense that this person has not been on their A game or perfect for a while. There.
What gave you the inkling? Is it like a gut feeling? Is there like a trend that you've started to notice?
Well, we've spoken about it lightly without going into too much detail. And then it's certain messages that I'll receive at random times where it's like, you know, this person's reaching their hand out.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not the sort of, hey, how are you? Like, long time sort of. It's like, I kind of need somebody sort of thing. It's like a very, very subtle cry for help.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Which that person probably won't even frame in that way.
Mm-hmm.
They won't even consider it as a cry for help. They won't even know that that's what it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you know why I know this so well? It's because I literally had this conversation with this individual. And they told...
Which individual? We're being so like shady with what we're talking about. I don't know if you're now talking about mine, but you can't be. You don't know.
No. The person I was talking about earlier who was going through the hard time. They said to me, there have been moments where I've reached to have your support and you haven't reciprocated. You haven't lent out your arm. And that made me feel really bad.
They said that to you?
They said that to me, yeah. And what I said back to them was, no, you haven't. You've messaged me something very innocuous. That it could be interpreted. It doesn't have any hint of pain behind it. If you genuinely need a hand, wallahi, I'm always here. I am here. Just tell me directly. I am a bit weird. I can't pick up on these social cues that well. Maybe certain people are used to different kind of social interpretations, and
that I don't think that's a social cue. I think it's far from a social cue. Somebody who's aware of social cues might be a bit more upfront about it.
Yeah.
Because they might be a bit more comfortable having a conversation.
Yeah.
Whereas somebody who isn't so aware of how to pose this to somebody then does the subtlety. But we also need to remember that, this sounds like I'm blowing smoke up our ass, but I'm not. There are still a lot of people in this world who aren't the way that you and I are, in terms of like kind of aware, you know, about mental health and difficulties that you can go through. And I think you have to go through them to kind of understand it a little bit. Obviously you can study, you can do whatever, but experience sort of trumps everything, really. And I think I am the way I am because I have always been a very deep thinker, and I've always thought a lot into things. And I feel like I've been like this even before I've had issues and difficulties, you know. I've had the understanding of it, and then going through stuff which is challenging from a mental perspective, then makes you better at it as well. And I feel like you're that way as well because you've experienced it, you know how to deal with it, right? But there's a lot of people out here who, my friend who I'm talking about, may not have been in that particular situation where they understand, how do I go about this? How do I ask for some help? Your friend might not be aware of how to do that. So it's the subtle things that they say, which again, to them, they might not even understand it as a cry for help rather. However, if this person has turned around to you and said, yes, this was my cry for help, well, then you're aware that you're doing that.
Yeah.
And if I've not picked up on it, maybe drop it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because, you know, and this is where shame comes in, right? Because I've been there. I had a lot of shame tied to it. You think asking for help is hard. It's hard. Yeah. Asking for help is really hard because, number one, you're admitting to yourself, I am a fuck up. I fucked up. And then you're admitting to yourself, I fucked up so badly that I need help. Especially when you're somebody who's always had to do something alone. You know?
I think if you define it as I fucked up, I'm a fuck up, then...
But that's how people frame it when they're in these situations.
I was going to say, you're not going to help yourself with that kind of...
No,
you got to be kind to yourself a little bit. But yeah, I see what you're saying. In that situation, people will probably...
Overcoming that feeling of shame and just open your heart out, bro. Open your heart out.
You know what? It's kind of rich for me to say, you know, talk and be open and blah, 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 because I think you know this about me as well. I don't do much of that myself.
No, you don't. Yeah. You don't. You've always been a solo rider. You know, you deal with a lot of you deal with a lot of things on your own.
But I feel like I'm quite good at it.
I will say that, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to discount what you've been through in your life, but
bro, in the grand scheme of things, man's fine, bro.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things,
man's good, bro.
You've had your problems, right? But they've never been these kind of problems.
Yeah.
Which is actually, as a friend, extremely helpful to have, because you're grounded in a different way. You're kind of like the Vision, you know? Iniesta, you get me? You need somebody...
Sorry, now I get you. You said Iniesta.
Yeah.
I thought you said Iniesta.
Why would I say that?
I don't know, I was talking about back then, bro. I was like, what are you talking about, bro?
And I saw that girl from far. Man, I got a vision like Iniesta.
I'm saying I lower the gaze, innit? Halal.
Married man in that.
Get me.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, it's shame, innit? It's hard for people to make that first step and like reach out a hand. And I wish people wouldn't like just beat themselves up so fucking much. Yo, if you haven't realized by now at our big age, I'm 29, you're 29, the world is hard. This place we live in can be hard and tough, and more often than not, every single person you meet is going through something. Every single person can benefit from having a friend, from having somebody who genuinely cares for them, who genuinely wants the best for them. And if you know those people are in your life, don't be scared of going and asking for help, because it may be the thing that saves you. Literally, it's the number one thing. You know what I read the other day, bro? More than smoking, more than anything, what increases your chance of morbidity is how many close connections you have in your life. The less you have real close connections, the earlier you die, bro.
I'm fucked.
It's mad. No, but real connections, bro. We have each other. At the end of the day, like, this is real. We're lucky for that, bro. There are some people out there that are lonely, bro.
Yeah, I can't wrap my head around people who are so sociable and have so many friends who they call in certain scenarios. I'm going to this place, I'm going to call this person, we're going to hang out here. I am going to this event, this person will be the best person to go with that event. It's going to sound dumb, but off the top of my head, I know one person like this who you know as well.
Oh, yeah.
Is she not such a social, like, butterfly?
Yeah.
Every day, like, on her story, she's, like, at a different place with a different group of friends, different place with different... I'm like, how do you maintain all these friendships, bro? How do you fucking have a conversation with these people? Do you have a job, bro? Like, how? It's impossible.
Hey, shout out her, bro. She supports the thing, you know?
Respecting it, but I don't even... talk to you that much, boss.
I know, bro.
Like,
I know.
seriously.
It's impossible to me to even fathom.
Bro,
but
our best friend lives in a different city and I struggle to message him. Because I can't.
Yeah.
Too much going on, boss.
Yeah. I think on some level they are covering something with it, though. They're compensating for something with it.
100%.
You know? You know what I mean? Yeah. I've always had this thing with social butterflies. I always feel like it's all fake. Like your whole persona, your whole character is like, you know, just maximizing your ability to be interesting and fun for people so they hang around. You know, I'm not like that. I can't do that. I'm introverted. Like, you know, if you want to define me in it as anything, if anyone does meet me, usually they think I'm extroverted because I don't know, you know, sometimes I have a confidence about me. I can talk to people. I make people feel comfortable really easily. But I get drained, bro. I get drained talking to that many people. Shut up, bruv. Talking all the time. Shut up, man.
I now get drained. I used to be very good at that. At school, no, not so much at school. Later years, sixth form, university. I mean, like early 20s, mid 20s. Bro, I can have a conversation with I can still have a conversation with anyone. But back then, I could maintain it for longer. Now I'm just like,
eventually, it's just like,
just can't be asked talking.
Shut up.
Just seriously, shut the fuck up.
Sorry, innit? But you know,
mad segues and tangents and everything. Yeah. But bro, listen. Let's circle it back to what we were talking about, yeah? Don't assign yourself any blame.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. And I'm praying for this brother.
I am too.
I'm praying for this brother. Yeah. Because, you know, we don't know each other like that. We ain't on that level. You know what I'm saying? But there's a good heart there because I've experienced that heart.
A really good heart. You know it's there.
Somewhere deep down, I know there's a good heart there because I've experienced it. You know what I'm saying?
Blackened, you know?
It's a bit of a wayward one. It's a bit of a lost one. You know what I mean? And we all lose ourselves every now and then.
Yeah.
But you got to bring yourself back, bro. No one else is going to bring you back.
Yeah.
So bring yourself back, please.
Yeah. Do it, bro.
Real talk. It ain't as bad as you think it is, bro.
It never is.
That's the one thing you can do. That's the only thing you can do as a friend is you need to help them frame it differently and try and give them different perspectives that they may not be thinking about, bro. Like, real talk, Gaza has been wiped out.
Oh,
let's not.
Yeah, I can't.
Let's not. But it's actually been wiped out.
Yeah. It could always be worse.
It can always be worse, bro. There's children in my country who can't get food to eat, bro. It's one of the most impoverished places on earth now. Hunger is beyond belief in my country. Like, it can be worse, bro.
Yeah.
You got to count your blessings for what you have, and you need to fucking knock yourself out of the state that you're in. And if you can't,
that's it. Step by step, day by day. We're not even going to go to you can't. I firmly believe that it's salvageable. Even though this is the furthest gone I've ever seen it, it's salvageable because I know the person deep down. And you know what I said to my friend? I was having a conversation while I was setting up the studio today. We're talking about how we can help this person, somebody who I haven't spoken to in a long time. I think you might know who I'm referring to here.
I don't.
We used to be like a trio back in the day and whatnot.
Say the name up. You can bleep it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was speaking to him. I called him.
Is he still in his life? Are they...
Yeah. Yeah, well, he lives outside of London.
Sorted himself out now.
Sorted himself out completely, bro. Yeah. He's a bad man editor.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what I said was, you're just being a pussy, bro. About this person. Like, at the end of the day, I'm being harsh, but it's true. Like, you're being a complete pussy. And I've tried every other angle.
You got to go for that sometimes.
I'm seeing him on Saturday. I am going to be fully blunt. I'm going to tell him exactly how he looks, what I think of him, what he's, you know, putting out there to the world. Because you need a reality check. Because I know you're better than this, my man. I used to look up to you. For a reason. I know that person's there. We've got to yank him out, bros. Positivity and that. But yeah, it's a very, very hard, very emotional start to the episode.
Yeah.
But that's what you guys are here for. obviously.
Yeah, that's been a heavy start, and I don't know how much of what we have said has been, but we're just speaking openly, right?
Yeah, we're riffing.
We're speaking openly, so I don't know how much of it makes sense, one after the other or whatever. But we're just going from our hearts, and we're talking about situations which are tough and difficult.
They're real situations.
And do you know what? We touched on it last week, which is the reason why my friend sent me that message today. They would have seen that episode.
Yeah.
And we've spoken about it again. Yeah. Madness. But I'm praying for that guy, bro.
Yeah.
He needs to pattern up. And you do need to go with that angle sometimes. I went down that route with you, and sometimes it's just like, okay, just stop fucking around now. Like, just
that angle worked.
sort it out, bro.
That's the thing I'm holding on to, bro. That angle actually worked.
You got to do it in the right way, bro. And I feel like I consider myself a helpful person, and I feel like I'm quite good at doing that.
Don't get me wrong, I hated you at the time. Like, you were, yeah. It's not easy to hear that shit, but I had to, cuz.
But it's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's not lies, bro.
Nah.
It's not lies. You were a prick, bro.
I know.
You were a shit person, and you were doing yourself and the people around you a fucking disservice, bro.
I know.
You were doing me as your friend a disservice. You were doing your family a disservice. And you were doing your fucking self a disservice.
Do you know what I think was the breaking point? Is when you told me I didn't even want to be around you. I left early. I remember
that day.
I remember that day. That hurt me when I heard that. It hurt me deep, bro. To know that I've turned into that. My closest boy can't even stand to be in the same room as me. Nah. We're not doing that. We're not doing that around here, cuz. But yeah.
Well, I'm glad you turned the ship round, mate.
Yeah.
News of the week. Mike, have you got news of the week?
I do.
Let's fucking, pep up the episode a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
You have 25 more minutes of my time.
News of the week. So, the first news story we're going through. Picture a serene Florida afternoon suddenly disrupted by an uninvited guest from space. Crashing through Alejandro Otero's roof in Naples, this isn't your typical unwelcome visitor. It's a cylindrical object from the International Space Station, ISS, making a dramatic entrance straight into Otero's living room. This brother had a piece of the ISS break through his fucking house, cuz.
Wait, why am I picturing a serene day in Florida?
Because this is the situation.
But then why is it flying through a roof in Naples?
Oh, there's a place called Naples in Florida.
Is there?
Yeah.
Fucking Americans, man. I swear down, bro.
Stealing everything, bro.
Honestly, bruv. Honestly.
Real
disgusting nation for the disgraceful people.
Pussies. Yeah, bro. So this guy had a piece of the ISS literally break through not one floor, not two floors, all the way through into the basement.
What's the ISS?
The International Space Station, bro.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was a fuel cell battery.
I thought you were missing one eye. I was about to celebrate.
Stop it. We'll talk about camp later.
Okay.
When we're off mic. All right. Yeah. So, it was a fuel cell that they dumped, and it was meant to burn up in the atmosphere. But it didn't. So, that's kind of peak. Now, NASA has turned detective because retrieving the object to confirm its origins, the preliminary signs point to it being part of a cargo pallet of depleted batteries meant to disintegrate in the atmosphere, not through someone's roof. And it's actually a liability legally. They have to
fucking imagine.
Yeah.
So, bro.
He's waiting to find out who's responsible for fixing this sudden new skylight in his in his yard. The incident highlights the unpredictable nature of space debris, and the legal labyrinth of cosmic mishaps. So, who's gonna pay when space trash takes a detour to Earth?
I found your new career path.
What's that?
Space lawyer.
Space lawyer.
Yeah. Space
Yo,
lawyer.
I would be so sick at space lawyer.
What's the phrase? Cosmic what? Cosmic mishap. But you said the legal sign of cosmic mishaps. What did you say exactly?
The unpredictable nature of space debris and the legal labyrinth of cosmic mishaps. The legal labyrinth, cuz. Yeah, I'd be good at that.
That is your sphere.
That is my sphere.
That is what you need to do in life.
Yeah.
Study space law.
Hey, listen, they'll get me on the Space Force, cuz Donald Trump.
Study space law.
Yeah.
Rocket ship up to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Get a couple asteroids and that. Bring it back with you. Dash it through one of my windows. Legal claim.
Insurance.
This is the very long version of jumping in front of a car.
Or burning your own house now.
You know what I'm saying? Mad insurance claim and that. But man needs money and that. These dickheads won't give me any.
Also, asteroids have a lot of precious metals on them, bro. If you bring up a little piece of it, it's probably fucking expensive.
Yeah, well, two-way money, bro. Money off of the asteroid itself. Yeah. And money from the legal labyrinth of cosmic madness that you're going to proceed in the court for me. You get me? Who am I suing? Because NASA, space, the atmosphere,
that's
the
thing
Lord.
they're trying to figure out, because it's the International Space Station, innit? Yeah. But they have to assign blame. So it could be whichever crew was up there that sent these fucking fuel things down that were meant to disintegrate. They're the ones who are liable for it. So it's either China, it's either America.
It could be that they've not packed it correctly or whatever.
It could be an array of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, hang tight, Alejandro Otero. I'm sorry that your yard got mashed.
Yeah, my brother. Be careful, because I mean, what can I even say? You never know what's gonna happen.
That is in Florida as well. You know about the Florida man thing?
Yeah.
Type it in right now. Just a Florida man does something today.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this. Type it in.
Yeah,
literally.
Type in today's date or yesterday's date. Crazy. Florida man and the date, and you'll figure it out, cuz.
Something happens, cuz.
Yeah,
but anyway, man's not gonna do that, right?
All right, that's fine. All right, second news story of the day, of the week. So, Botswana's president, Mogwitsi Masasi, threatens to ship 20,000 elephants to Germany in a bold challenge over Berlin's critique of trophy hunting imports due to poaching concerns. This unique form of international diplomacy highlights the tensions between conservation efforts and economic realities in Botswana.
Did the Germans ever think about, conservation efforts when it came to human beings?
They did. They conserved them in very tightly packed places and gassed them. They did do that.
So don't forget your history, Deutschland.
Yeah. Absolute fucking psychos, bruv. Real thing, eh?
Bro, what a thing, by the way.
I know.
How do you think of that? How do you do that? Bro, when you actually deep it, bro, how fucked is that, bro?
You know what's crazy, bro? I was in Krakow. I went to Auschwitz. Do you know
the kind of conversations that we're having today?
What?
Are very much as if we...
Yeah.
And we're just talking. Like, this is the most non-podcast we've done so far.
Yeah, I know. Well, we had to have one like this.
We'll fix up. It's fine.
So, yeah.
You've been there?
I've been to Auschwitz. Yeah. I was inside a gas chamber.
That's mad,
bro, where people died. Do you know the feeling, cuz?
Was it eerie?
It was eerie, spooky, weird. And do you know what blew my mind the most about it? It wasn't Auschwitz. They had two camps. There was a bigger one, a few, maybe a kilometer down the road, called Birkenau. Birkenau, the way it was laid out, it was efficient. You know what I mean? Germans, yeah. Efficient. Like, everything was meticulous to up numbers. It became a game. Where's the... Like, as a human being, I don't know, like working for the army and whatnot, if you know you're doing these things, how the hell can someone get it into your head that it's okay to, oh, I mean, fucking Israel, look at them now.
Well, I was just
Jesus
about to
Christ,
say, I was
bruv.
just about to say, when we talk about what we spoke about earlier and how somebody's mental health can reach a certain point where they feel like there's no coming back from it, where you no longer have control over what's going on up here. There's the other way of that as well. There's so many ways in which that can happen, right? And one of those is essentially being brainwashed to believe that a certain group of people or whatever, you can be brainwashed into doing fucking anything, bruv. Anything. So those fucking Nazis were stood there believing that these people are not human beings, they're lesser than them, this needs to happen to them. Believing it, bro. And the brainwashing in Israel now, when you see the children in school and the mocking videos of the deaths and the salt bays and the walking in as Hamas terrorists beheading other school children on a joke thing.
It's not funny.
What it definitely is not
Like
funny.
there's like a pit in my stomach where everything torso up drops into when I see that kind of stuff. It's like, I want to murder you. How can you be so brazen and laugh? And those get me the most. It's like, you guys are genuinely pure evil. Yeah. It's pure evil.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, you just got to think about the fucking mentality, bro. The brainwashing, like how deep it goes, how your mind must have been trained and shaped to believe the fucking mental shit that you believe. Unreal.
Anyway, Botswana and elephants.
Absolute mental episode this has been.
The tangents are mad. Anyway,
Botswana
and elephants. So basically, the president of Botswana is threatening to ship 20,000 elephants to Germany because Berlin is critiquing the trophy hunting imports due to poaching concerns. Fair play.
Can I ask the president of Botswana, is it president or prime minister?
President.
Can I ask the president of Botswana, please, can you send an elephant to London in the United Kingdom? I have promised my wife I'll ride in on an elephant on our wedding. Genuinely.
We'll take one of them.
Just one elephant?
This does actually get a bit deeper, though. So, following Germany's push for stricter trophy hunting import limits, President Masasi argues that hunting is vital for controlling elephant populations that threaten local livelihoods through crop damage and property destruction. With Botswana home to the world's largest elephant population, Masasi is defending hunting as essential for both conservation and economic stability. Another one of his points is the exports of these trophy hunting memorabilia or whatever they are.
Hold on. So he's not talking about exporting live elephants?
No.
Elephants.
Like, once they're dead, the trophy prizes from...
Oh, he's just taking the piss then?
No, he's not. No, he's being serious.
But no, he's mocking it. Because my thought process is, if the elephants are causing damage,
Yeah.
ship them there live and let them deal with it.
But that's his point. His point is, don't have an opinion on what's going on in my country where we got too many fucking elephants here, yeah, and you're trying to make it so we're not killing them as much.
You know what? I highly respect African countries.
Real thing, eh?
Wallahi, I highly respect African countries. Because this may not go on the podcast because it might be considered hateful, but fuck you.
Basically, Botswana has too many elephants, and Germany is saying, we don't want imports here of the trophies. That means that they're going to kill less over there. So that's why he's saying, I'm going to send you 20,000 fucking elephants and see how you like them rampaging around Berlin. Yeah? How about that, dickhead? Try to tell me what to do with my elephants.
Listen, all I'm going to say, you to the gander, send me one elephant. I need it.
It's Botswana, but yeah.
Bop to the Swana. Yeah. Send me a little elephant and that, man. Need that.
He needs one live elephant. We'll take...
Ideally not too large, because I'm large and man can't climb very easily.
True.
Unless the elephant comes with a drop down ladder, then we're fine.
Okay, President Masasi, you've heard the plea for the elephant. We'll take one off your hands. But any more than that might be a bit too much. In an attempt to pull off an April Fool's Day prank, Discord introduced loot boxes as a feature, accompanied by an 18-second video that unexpectedly shattered YouTube's view count record, amassing over 1 billion views in just 24 hours.
We need them views.
I know. This leapfrogged past previous record holders, including Mr. Beast and the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, by a staggering margin. Now, it shouldn't have. There was no reason for it to. There's no reason for a April Fool's prank from Discord to have gotten that many views. But so many people use it around the world, and this is the reason why it happened. They had it pop up when you opened Discord, and if you left it in the bottom right corner, it just auto-played, and it just repeated. On loop. Now imagine all of the users around the world that use Discord just leaving it there, because that's what I do with Discord, bro. I just leave it there. I didn't even realize, you know. So yeah, everyone is kind of up in arms about it. They're like, this is a bit fucked. YouTube's data centers are a bit like, they must be annoyed about it. And Mr. Beast and Grand Theft Auto must definitely be a bit pissed off about it because it's not legit views.
Question is, do they still get the revenue for that?
That's a very good question. It is a very good question, and I hope not. I hope not, because view botting is strongly discouraged. Discouraged. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's illegal. I don't think it's like a thing.
Listen, I don't have the views of Mr. Beast or Rockstar Games.
Yeah.
So play on, bruv. Fair play, bruv. Make your peace, cuz. Peas are out there to be made, cuz.
Yeah, I don't think they will get the revenue from it, because apparently this was an accident on the part of the developers of Discord.
Okay.
They were as shocked about it as everyone else was.
To be fair, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing someone like Discord would do, or whoever the company is that runs Discord. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing that they would do.
I don't think anyone really wants that kind of publicity. That's negative, because everyone's views on view botting is, I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
Views on view botting, it was a pun, but
hilarious. Can you figure out how to view bot?
Can I figure out?
You are sick, and there is no need for your spit to go from there to here.
I'm very expressive.
It's probably the list. I've got a couple of rank lists for you.
Okay. I like lists.
Yeah, a couple of lists where we can rank some things. I think this person has asked all three of these questions. We've got 3 lists that we need to rank.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, I am not going to be able to contribute on, so we're going to skip that one.
What is it? I'm very curious.
Rank these from best to worst. Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, Dragon Ball.
Let me answer it. I have to answer it. That's the hardest question I've ever heard, bro. That's the hardest question I've ever fucking heard, cuz.
Okay.
That's the hardest question anyone has ever asked on the fucking form.
Right, Mike, this conversation is a one-way conversation. This question is solely for you.
Yeah.
Big Mikkel.
Yeah. Have you watched any of these, by the way?
I played outside when I was younger.
You had no childhood.
Yes,
I mean, you had a childhood outside.
Always say this.
Yeah.
I played outside when I was younger, and I played with myself when I was younger.
You know what? That's crazy, but we'll move on. Listen, it's
Mikkel,
really,
listen to me. Shut up and listen. Rank these from the best. Digging out your ass, bruv. Rank these from best to worst. Pokemon.
Yeah.
Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, and Dragon Ball.
All right. So, all of them are amazing. I loved all of those shows. They are all part of my childhood. I could not... Everybody, if you haven't watched it and you're an adult, go back and watch it. Don't give a fuck. Sick.
Do something better with your time.
No, it's fine. So, I have to say, Beyblade, although amazing...
Putting that bottom, yeah?
That's bottom.
It's the only one that man can contribute on, really. Let it rip and them things.
Let it rip, bro.
bro.
Yeah, did you ever like get the man them together around
The physical Beyblades, man was all over it. Cuz. Come on, bro.
They were ill.
So I'm telling you, I played outside with Beyblades. I didn't watch the show. Not a
That's
dickhead.
sick. I mean, yeah, the show was good too. But anyway, playing with it is sick. That, even though it's sick, 5th. 4th has to be...
Can I guess what you're going to put?
Yeah.
Digimon.
No.
Ooh.
No.
Really?
No, yeah.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball on your top 3?
No.
Wow. Yu-Gi-Oh!
No.
Dragon Ball. Because I know it ain't Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Dragon Ball. It's
Less of your cup of tea?
it was my cup of tea. I didn't have... We were broke when we were younger, still are broke. We didn't have the channel that would give it to us. Like, you know what I mean? Give it to us.
You know what?
Yeah.
We're not on fault today,
No,
cuz.
we're not.
No. We didn't have the channel that would give it to us.
We didn't have the channel that broadcasted it to us.
There we are.
Okay? And
My name's
yeah,
Jeff.
so all my man them would tell me, yo, watch Dragon Ball. They're all talking about Goku and Vegeta. I caught up with it later. I started watching it with T like maybe 7 or 8 years ago. So that's new for me. It's banging, but it's not for me, innit?
Okay.
For me, that's number 4, just above Beyblade.
Okay.
Number 3,
You got a top 3 now to choose. Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!
number 3 has to be Pokemon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Banger was part of my life. It gets really tight between these 3, bro. It's hard. It's hard to pick. But I feel like it had the shortest amount of time in my life.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But I banged that out back then. What did I just say? What was my number 3?
Pokemon.
Yes.
You have a top 2 currently of Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh's number 1.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. I've got the cards. I used to go and play the trading card game on Fridays. We would meet up. Yeah. Tournament thing. I had a deck. Dragoonities. Big up Dragoonities. Synchro Summon Stardust Dragon. You're locked down. Yeah, you can't do nothing. It's peak. I was such a nerd, bruv.
Sad.
I was
Sad
so
existence.
I got so good at that game. I got so good at that fucking game. And that's why card games now, when I'm older, are the ones I go to. Marvel Snap and Hearthstone and everything there.
You're one of the children I would have bullied. So,
Next
Mike's best to worst. Number 5. We'll go backwards, forwards,
Yeah.
backwards.
Something.
Yeah. Number 5, Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
That's not true. Was that right?
No. Number 5, Beyblade.
Number 5 was Beyblade. Number 4 was Dragon Ball.
Number 4 was Dragon Ball.
Number 3 was Pokemon. Surprisingly, I didn't expect that.
Yep.
Number 2,
Digimon.
Digimon. Number 1, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, cool. We'll do the 3 ranks, I think.
Okay,
And
yeah.
leave it there.
Yeah.
And then we'll have questions for later as well. Right. Mikkel, the next rank bank. That's not what it's called, but the next rank. Don't ever do that again. That was rank. Rank from the best to the worst. I can contribute on this one.
Thank God.
Clearly. Chicken, beef, lamb, fish, and falafel. Rank the best to the worst. Chicken, beef, lamb, fish, and falafel.
Ah. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I don't want to do this. Can I not answer the question?
I'll answer it.
All right.
We'll see how you feel about it
Okay.
afterwards. For me, I mean, the number one's obvious. If you don't know what my number 1 is, we're not friends.
Is it chicken?
Man questioned it. Man
Yeah, it's
asked-
chicken.
Man asked it with a question mark.
Yeah, you're chicken.
It's chicken. I
It's
am
chicken.
chicken. bro.
You are chicken.
I am chicken. I've consumed so much. I could be chicken.
I am chicken.
I am chicken, bro. Yeah. Potential title.
Real. I am chicken.
I am chicken or Botswana. Botswana. What is it?
Botswana and elephant.
Botswana and elephant.
Yeah.
Big up
Right.
Botswana.
All right,
Chicken's number one, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, chicken is number one. Have you ever seen that video of the Indian child on the TV show? Chicken biryani. He's listed off all his favorite types of chicken. Fat kid, and then at the end he goes, "Ah,
No.
hilarious." That's me. Love all types of chicken. Number two. Number two's a difficult one, you know, because for me it's between beef and lamb. But it really depends. If lamb is done correctly, tops beef.
Juicy.
Tops beef. But if lamb's not done correctly, beef is quite an easy thing. You know what I'm saying? Beef, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Unless you're a fucking idiot.
That's
you can't
very
go wrong
true.
with beef.
Yeah.
But if lamb is done correctly,
When it's tender off the bone, bro, it's hard. It's hard to
It's
be in it.
nuts,
It's hard
bro.
to be in it.
nuts. So with
Melt
that
in your
indica-
mouth and that.
I'm on an assumption thing right now. That
Yeah.
lamb is done perfectly. So man's going chicken number one, lamb number two.
Let's assume that everything's done perfectly.
Chicken number one, lamb number two. Number three, it's again a tough one, but it's gonna have to be buff.
The beef.
It's gonna have to be buff.
Big beef.
Cause man like real meat, innit?
Yeah.
Me not like swimmers, which comes to my number four, fish.
Mad.
I like fish. I do like fish. But can't be dealing with all them tiny little bones trying to choke man out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all long, bruv. But, you know what I'm saying? Little fish, number four. Falafel, number five. It's got to go there. Falafel's great, but...
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's so hard. It's because all of them are freaking good.
Yeah.
And whenever you have it, when you haven't had it in a while, it's like, yeah, hard.
Chicken, lamb, beef, fish, falafel.
Right. I'm going to go from 5 to 1
Okay.
for some variation. Number 5, falafel.
Okay.
You know me, I'm a meaty guy, bruv.
You are a meaty
I need protein, bro.
Apart from the micro penis, you're a meaty guy.
Exactly, bro. I mean, let's not,
You've said
don't
it
break the fourth wall.
You've said it enough.
Yeah, but people didn't actually know it until you just confirmed it. You know?
I mean, how the hell would I have confirmed it?
I don't know. They might know that you know. They might
How
think that you
would
know.
I know?
I don't know. I don't. Can we go? All right.
Falafel number five.
Falafel number 5. Number 4. Beef. Oh, yeah.
What?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of it, bro. I'm not a giant fan of it.
What do you
Like,
mean, bro? You used to make banging beef curries, bruv.
I did. I know. But for me, lamb is always better than beef if it's done well.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. So for me, it's, and now, because we got fish still, and you might be thinking, raw, you like fish more than beef. I do.
Fish is banging, bro.
I love fish.
Fish is
bro.
banging, bro.
Tuna, salmon, sea bass, cod. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
It's all good, bro. And the thing I love about fish, the freshness.
Yeah.
You know, you can have it with lemon,
Yeah.
parsley.
Nah, it's actually banging, bro. It's
Yeah.
when fish is cooked nicely, like, whoa, bro.
I know.
Whoa.
I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, fish number 3. Number 2, obviously lamb. And number 1, obviously chicken.
I
We
knew
knew this
I knew
already.
chicken
So we
was
got
gonna be
chicken, lamb, fish, beef, falafel for me. Thank you for making me do that. That was hard.
Yeah. 2 rank lists we've done so far. 3rd one now. Final rank list for the day. Now, this is where it could get hard. This is where it needs to be hard.
Right.
Missionary, reverse cowgirl, surprise butt, donkey punch, staring contest.
Can we just okay, your joke took me out. I'm sorry. Like, just read it again.
Right, rank these from the best to the worst. Missionary, reverse cowgirl, surprise butt, donkey punch, staring contest.
Will you be answering this question?
It's a very good question that you've asked me.
Will you be answering this question, or shall I just go?
I don't know. Go for it. I don't know any of these.
All right, reverse cowgirl goes at the bottom. Dead bottom. Fuck off. Stop cowgirling. Not comfortable. Allow it. Allow it. Just allow it.
If she knows how to ride.
They never do. Okay? If you know how to ride, hit me up.
Yeah.
All right? Before, you're just going to make it sound like I'm gay again. Whatever. Anyway, reverse cowgirl, bottom.
Cool.
Then, wait, there's a donkey punch. There's a, fuck, man! Fuck's sake!
So you prefer...
Who you are, bruv?
You prefer punching a girl in the back of the head to death over reverse cowgirl. You're sick.
I'm sick of the head.
You're sick in the head, boss.
See, I just completely forgot about the donkey. I forgot what it even meant because I hate reverse cowgirl that much.
Okay.
I'm genuinely passionate about hating reverse cowgirl. If you're gonna be a cowgirl, don't reverse.
Okay.
Tits in the face.
No, but here's the thing, bro.
Number 5, donkey punch. Never catch me donkey punching nobody. I don't want a donkey and I don't want to punch anyone.
Are you saying that because you don't want to catch a case?
I'm saying that because, yeah, real talk.
But IRL,
IRL.
you're donkey punching.
Number 5, donkey punch.
Okay.
Number 4.
Man pleaded the fifth.
Number 4, surprise butt sex.
Okay. It's the surprise part for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I surprising or am I getting surprised?
I mean, that was never a question for me.
I know.
I assumed I was always the surpriser.
I'm the surpriser.
Yeah.
Like we said, it's the perfect scenario, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be the surprisey.
Yeah. I don't want to be surprised.
Yeah.
So
Well, sometimes you are, because you...
number 3, reverse cowgirl. Number 2, missionary.
So staring contest is number 1.
Staring contest is sick, fam.
Yeah.
I'm halal out here, bro. I don't do them things.
Mashallah.
Trust me, fam. No gal, no more.
Okay. It's a remix of No Woman, No Cry.
No woman, no cry.
No
No
gal,
gal,
no
no more. No gal, no more.
Guys, that has been episode 15 of the Hold It Down podcast. There may be a lot of it which you don't see because today, more than ever, we have just sat down and had a conversation. I mean, we always do that.
Yeah.
We are two friends. We just sit down and have conversations. A lot of the time, it's a tad more structured where we may know what we're talking about. Today's kind of been off the cuff. We've just spoken about things that have been going on, very important things, and then we've just been talking shit. If you've enjoyed any of the 5 minutes that we're able to release, let us know. If you haven't, hit the unsubscribe button.
No. Look, subscribe, like, comment, share, do all of that. Go on all of our social media at HIDCast. Be supportive. Hit us up. Hit us with questions.
Don't do that yet. I have a funny joke for you.
Go on.
Let's end it on a joke, guys. What is better than eating a mandarin?
Is it eating Amanda out?
It's eating a mandarin.
Thank you for watching the Hold It Down podcast, episode 15. See you next week.
Real thing, eh?